and making mistakes or getting hurt. But you know, my lessons in life have always been when I have fallen down and I have hurt myself, and then it's made me realize, wow, you know, now what I know now, I would have never known before. You know,
very
so
true.
we
Yes.
all really collect all our gems of wisdom through our experiences. And so if we're nothing without our experiences, really. You know, we'd all be such boring people, you know. So
Well, and also, you know, Francine, I've seen a lot of changing that's occurring in your life. Not trying to say,
Yeah.
try to direct it in any way,
Yeah.
but just coming to us, to the circle of friends and everything is a
there
tremendous
that's
change.
what I said, you know,
Yeah.
it was like she's coming from a lot of change.
Doesn't mean she's stuck. In
Oh,
fact,
no,
that's
no.
a topic that we talked about is people that, and just sit right there. Well, maybe we talk about this before we take Dee and Robin
Sure.
here and see all three lines are lit up. But you were talking about someone that you know that has a lot of potential,
Yes.
but chooses to stay back, stay
Exactly.
stuck. Can you just talk about that for a minute? And we're going
Sure.
to get to the phones here in
Yeah.
just a minute.
When people, you know, they get kind of stumped and
Yes.
they don't want to really get involved. However, they have each one of us has a unique gift, and
Yes.
not every one of us is blessed to understand what that unique gift is or how to use it to make their life flow or feel better, you know. So it's not about just sitting back and saying, God will provide and
Yes.
God will show me. Well, God has already provided. He provided us with a body, a soul, intelligence, and, you know, a spirit.
Yes.
And now what we do with it are the opportunities that are present to us by our location, by our
Yes.
placement, and by how, you know, where we're at.
Okay, and sometimes it may be difficult to, reminds me of a joke, you know, where a person was, this isn't funny, but they're on
Yes.
their rooftop and
Oh,
the waters
yes.
was up.
Water
you
was
know that
rising,
joke?
yes.
And they were praying, oh God, rescue me. And several boats came by, oh no, I'm waiting for God to rescue me.
Yes, yes.
But God said, did you feel
Yes,
that one, Francine?
yes, yes.
Well, I sent you three boats,
I
you know,
s-
to rescue. So
exactly.
sometimes we're not always aware that those answers to our prayers and our longings are there for
Oh
us.
yeah,
Sometimes
exactly.
in a
You know,
practical way.
but we have to take the chance. We have to take the chance to take the opportunity. You know,
Yes,
and that's the main
yes.
thing.
So there you go.
Thank you.
You're giving
That's
us-
You're
giving a lot of-
welcome.
How are you feeling about that? Is that okay?
Did
Yes,
you Did you have
absolutely.
another question?
Well, we're going to have to. we
sure.
got maybe a quick one.
No, go ahead. Why don't you take
Okay,
those?
just okay. Let's
Yeah.
go to line one then. I believe that's one, and that's Robin. And Robin, welcome to Let Us Connect. You've been very patient.
Hi,
So
Martha.
now we are going to have to move quickly. But what's your
Hi,
question
Lisa.
for Usha?
Hi, Robin.
I'm Robin, and I'm 44.
44.
And I'm going to be dissolving my marriage, and I have a couple kids, and I'm looking for what the cards guidance towards if I'm going to be able to purchase some property that I've been looking at in this area.
Okay. And when were you thinking of doing this real estate transaction?
Within a year to a year and a half.
Okay. I believe so. I did see the real estate transaction happen, and it shows that it's going to be actually a couple of them. So are you in the middle of an exchange at the moment?
Well, I'm going to be selling one house and purchasing a house for me and my kids.
Yes, because I saw that there was one transaction that is going to be happening recently, and then there's another transaction that takes place later. I did see you move from this house too, and so it wasn't just investment real estate, however, it was also for personal use.
Okay.
And so, is it in this community?
Oh, are you here in Santa Barbara?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
One is 40 miles east of here, and the other one is here.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good
And Martha,
luck.
you look wonderful on the TV. And
Oh,
and doing
thank
stuff.
you.
But you guys girls are glowing.
Well, I tell
Thank
you,
you.
the studio's aglow here with Usha here.
Okay.
Thank you, Robin.
Daryl, his paintings are just off
Isn't this
ball.
wonderful? Now,
It's
this is
beautiful.
let me just take a moment. This is the reflection. He drew one, drew. That shows you, I'm not an
Painted.
artist. He painted one, a bigger one, and our dear friend Ruth has that one. She got that one, and so he went ahead and painted a smaller one. And I'm glad you're enjoying it.
He's very gifted. It
He's
just
very
really helps out.
Yes, he does, and I just love having his paintings. Once in a while a guest will bring them in, and that's wonderful. But otherwise, we have them up here. And
Okay, give him a big hug. Okay.
I will.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Robin.
Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bless you.
Okay, we're going to go to line 2 now, and we've got Dee. Hello, Dee.
Hi.
Hi, Dee.
Thank you for waiting and connecting with us. Do you have a question for Usha?
Yeah.
Okay, what is that?
Okay. I was wondering how I could help my mom with her illnesses.
With her illness?
Yeah.
Dee,
Okay.
how old are you?
I'm 47.
47. And what's your mom's name and how old is she?
Name's Judy, and I think she's 67.
67.
All right.
You already are helping her immensely, but it shows as far as her health is concerned, it's a blessing. Every single day that we have of life is a blessing. And so enjoy it and have her remember that too, that regardless of what ailments come over us or take over us, life is still meant to be preciously viewed. So if you can help her with her focus on her spiritual essence, you'll be actually helping yourself deal with it and helping her deal with her life situation as well.
Okay,
Good.
very good. Anything else that you have, Usha?
It shows you are not taking care of yourself, Dee. So you need to make some time out for yourself. It's very important. Because I keep picking up a lot of energy from you that is very stressed on a very constant basis, honey. So help yourself as well.
Thank you,
Thank
Dee.
you.
Thank you. Just keep watching, and maybe you'll hear a little bit more. Thanks for calling.
I think
Thank you, Dee.
Sometimes taking care of ourselves, if we're talking about the law of attraction, can then help bring in others as well that see that we care about
Absolutely.
ourselves and might care about us.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because in just opening up and looking to help herself, for
Yeah.
example, and I'm sure there are support groups for caregivers, and in connecting with them, she is going to be meeting and not feeling so burdened with all this. I don't want to use the word burden, but it is a heavy duty as far as filial respect is concerned to look after our parents when they are ill and ailing. However, she does need to give priority to number one, who's herself.
Yes.
She needs to be strong spiritually and physically in order to
Yes.
be the best, caregiver.
Yeah, and sometimes we don't realize that, or we've been giving
Yeah.
caregiving for quite a while, and
Oh,
maybe you don't realize it's
absolutely.
time. Then I have to take care of myself now. All right,
Absolutely.
we've got another call. We've got Francine sitting right here. I don't know if you wanted to ask her anything else, or how that's working for you before we take this next call.
I'm fine for
You're
now.
okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Let me ask a question for Francine. She's
Yes.
had a cold.
Yes.
Can you give her anything on that?
A cold?
Just yes,
Yes.
yes. Can you tell? I mean, she's a little more nasal than usual, but she's doing all right. Just a quick little. Isn't that awful? A medium. Just a quick little.
No, that's okay. I was just going ahead and using my cards for this because I brought them. Otherwise,
Yes.
what I was focusing on was your immune system is pretty strong. But it's also the cold. It literally is just trapped in your nasal area because I was focusing on the colors around your chest to make sure that it hadn't gone to bronchial issues, etc. But your immune system is pretty strong, and just pump it up. That's what I would say.
Yeah, because I think it's been reoccurring, so I'm wondering if it's never totally left some of those microbes, and then
Yeah.
it
It just kind of
reoccurs several times throughout the winter months. And
Exactly, but it's also it's a little bit connected to allergies as well. So clearing out your sinuses will also help. So in our Vedic way of treating sinuses, we actually put salt water in one nostril, and we clean it out from the other nostril, and do the same thing. So it washes out the nostrils.
All right.
So you might
Right.
be able to take care of that. So
Right.
that'll remove the allergens.
Okay, yeah, because I've really noticed here in Santa Barbara,
Oh, yeah.
it's very bad.
And,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
want you here in Santa Barbara, so we'll get you somebody to clean you out.
You're not allowed to